Alvaro Parent to move into the lead of the race. No! Rene Rast holds on! Rene Rast holds on! But Parent's going to know where the grip is.
Yeah, but believe me, Rene Rast, now he's got ahead, and he had to do what he had to do, and he will hold up the McLaren. He knows that in these conditions, Alvaro Parent won't have the latitude that he had in the dry conditions when he chased that car through all the way in the dry session. Now, out of turn 5, that was the corner. The Audi was stronger than the McLaren in the dry, and we still think that the Audi is marginally better, but Parent is well positioned. He's going to get a draft. Watch for Rast going to the right, Parent's got to go to the left. Can he have enough speed in the straight to go the long way round? Rast is going to be late in the brakes as he was in the dry on Sunday, and he's maintained the position, and Parent's going to have to get out of it.
It's Groundhog Day for Alvaro Parent, isn't it? He thought he might have a bit of clear air to drive in today, but instead he's been put out right behind Rene Rast, where he spent most of yesterday. So perhaps the advantage for Parent is that in the wet, the grip is in different places. So whereas yesterday he could only really make a traditional attack for the overtake, here, you know, around the outside might be a little more doable because of the way that the track works in the wet.
I mean, basically, in these conditions, if you're fighting grip, whether it's inside, outside, or the middle, you then get an extremely competitive and combative component like Rene Rast, who knows exactly what he needs to do to make that Audi appear to be 3 times as wide as it actually is.
Absolutely. So the Sebastian Loeb Racing squad and WRT are both going to be absolutely glued to this. The pit stop window will close in a minute. Everyone has made their pit stops now. No real changes in the top 4 or 5. Matthias Stumpf is up to 5th place. No Sandstrom is up to 4th place, actually, as we go on board with Alvaro Parent. We'll give you a full rundown of the order in a few moments' time. And there's contact! Rene Rast is sent spinning! Alvaro Parent lifts his hand to say sorry. What's he going to do? What's he going to do now?
Well, he's got damage to the left front of the McLaren, but what occurred was that Rene Rast was slightly wider entering into the edge of the turn 4. Alvaro Parent was quicker, and he got the nose of the car down the inside of the Audi, closed the door, and bang, into the back of the Audi. Damage to the front, you can see the damage to the front of the McLaren. Is he going to have a puncture? Is there bodywork damage? Is that car secure, or will Alvaro Parent have to make it into the pits?
Well, what an interesting turn of events here with 25 minutes to go in the first main race of 2013. Alvaro Parent will have to see if he has to come into the pits, but even if he stays out there, he's in the lead of the race now. He surely will receive a penalty for that. Contact between cars 9 and 12 is under investigation. Nicky Meermanov, how often have we seen him furious in the garage? And let's see it again.
Well, look,
watch Parent saying, I'm sorry.
No, forget about that. Look how wide we're looking at Rene Rast. Parent is on the inside. It's a closing gap. Parent didn't think he's doing anything wrong, but it was inevitable. All he could have done was lift it off and ensure the contact didn't happen, but he didn't lift off sufficiently. The contact occurred, and now number 9 and 12 cars are under investigation, and the team manager of car 9 has been required to go immediately to race director.
Now, is there any argument here that Parent should let Rene Rast back through into the lead of the race? Because if he stays out in the lead like this, he knows, he said sorry, he knows that he was in the wrong there.
All that can happen, in my opinion, is that Alvaro Parent will receive a time penalty. In other words, he may receive a 20 or a 30-second penalty that would be added on to his final race time, and that's the only way I would have assumed that it would be fair to the Audi and the Audi team.
Yep, or a drive-through penalty, of course, as they come through the left-hander. This is now the battle between Jan Seyfarth and Sergio Jimenez over 8th position. Purple first sector for Laurence Vanthor, and Alex Buncombe's just in the purple 3rd sector. Very impressive performance from Buncombe in 10th place. So, as it stands, Alvaro Parent replay, and well, there's the same thing. We've seen it before. But
I mean, in most terms, I would say that would be seen as an avoidable incident, and there would be, Sebastian Loeb knows as well, that would ordinarily, in the dry conditions, certainly be seen as a penalty. In these conditions, because the Audi was much wider in the corner, the McLaren much lower on the corner, well, maybe it's going to be something decided by the